Everyone is asking, how do I get more organic traffic in 2026? But to me, this looks like the wrong question, because the question is not about traffic anymore. Traffic is declining. It's declining on Google. It's declining on the traffic from ChatGPT and everything else. The question is how to get the right traffic, how to get new clients, how to get prospects, and how to become the answer. And this is exactly what I will share in this video. In this video, I will share with you my playbook for 2026 to bring organic traffic with all the channels: YouTube, SEO, classic SEO with the new techniques you should use, how to become the answer on LLM, and how to get traffic from anywhere else. This is exactly what I will share on the video. You will learn my detailed playbook. Let's start, let's go. If you don't know me, I'm Luca. I'm the founder of Query.co. I'm an SEO and GEO expert for years. It's been more than 10 years now in the market. And basically in this video, I want to share with you how you can get organic traffic in 2026. And there will be 6 steps in this video. The first step is to forget the old way of SEO. You know, SEO has been very simple in the past. It was doing a keyword research, look at the search volume, and then start to work on this search volume. So on my case, it's been a couple of years already that I tell to all my clients that they should not look at the volume of search, the search volume. They should really look at if a keyword is interesting to them and to their business. So this is something I've been saying for a couple of years, but it's still important to say it, to keep saying it today, and it's even true today more than ever. So why is that? The first reason is that all the keywords tool, they can never be updated as much as the search is changing. Every day, I think it's 15% of searches that were never done on Google before. And I'm not even talking about LLMs like ChatGPT, where prompts tend to get always longer and longer. So the first thing is to forget the traditional keyword research. Try to do a new keyword research, which is really depending on what is interesting to my client, to my potential client at least. When someone is searching for a product like mine, what should I write about to be sure it will find me? And there are a couple of techniques for that. I will share a couple of them after that in this video. But first, let's focus on that. The second thing is that we need to forget of driving traffic to a website, because traffic is declining. It's declining on Google. Since Google launched AI Overview, it's more than 30% loss of traffic. So it's declining a lot. ChatGPT and Perplexity are not huge traffic driver, which is obvious because they are giving the answer. So obviously nobody needs to read something on your website, as ChatGPT already gave the answer. So this is the first thing. And for a long time, you know, we were able with our website to drive traffic through Google, through SEO. It was a traditional channel, and we could get value out of this traffic. We could sell ads, we could sell affiliation, we could do a lot of things. Today, it has become different because this traffic, this value of traffic now belongs to Google, belongs to ChatGPT, and they have an enormous market in front of them. And it's like that, we cannot compete with this giant. So really what you have to do is to understand that driving traffic the old way is not anymore the strategy, but now you need to drive the right traffic. You need to drive qualified leads. And for that, you need to be present as a brand. I will explain you how to do that on Google, on YouTube, whatever channel I will talk about later. And really, you need to forget all eggs on one strategy. Now, an organic strategy is not everything Google, everything SEO. It's Google My Business, traditional SEO, being mentioned on LLM, YouTube, LinkedIn, Reddit, Wikipedia. Now SEO has become way bigger than it was before. It's a channel that is way bigger. And this is why I don't talk about SEO so much. I prefer to talk about organic now. You know, I've changed the way I talk about it. So I have a couple of advice that I will give you now to really put this in action. So here are the 6 advices I give to all my clients. The first thing is focus on creating content for your users, not only for search volume. Just think, what is my user potentially selling, you know? I was helping, before I was the founder of Query, before I started Query, I was helping a lot of brands in the health industry. And the way we did keyword search and keyword analysis in general, it was not by looking at search volume. It was really by thinking what will interest my client. And we found so many opportunities, and I helped a lot of little brands that were able to get before other brands that were bigger, that had bigger marketing budget, thanks to that. So focus on getting qualified traffic. Now, it's not traffic at all means, you know, that was the case before in SEO. I was doing it. I'm guilty, the first one. Now it's really getting qualified qualified traffic. If there is a brand for co-marketing that looks interesting, go and work with them. This is organic too, you know? Try to work with them. Third advice is syndicate your content. By it, I mean share it everywhere you can. When you create a blog article, share it on LinkedIn. Do a YouTube video, prepare a webinar, share it on LinkedIn again. Do another YouTube video about it. Share it on Reddit if you can. Try to share it on Pinterest. Try to do some co-marketing with other content creators. This is something for organic traffic that is very powerful to do. Co-marketing, to try to associate your brand with other people. Build unique content. You know, this is something we do a lot with my tool Query. Basically, we share a lot of data that we have, a lot of data that we have that nobody else has. And I will show you a couple of examples after that in the video. Build relation. Don't look for backlink, look for relations. And relations are as powerful as backlinks, definitely. And make sure the AI understands you. This is very important, and I will explain you how to do it a little bit later. Let's continue with a couple examples. Step number 2, continue producing content with two main different. I need to write step number 2 here. So the first thing, I think in 2026, if you want to get organic traffic, you need to produce more content. Not only articles that will be published and that will have a goal of ranking in SEO or ranking in ChatGPT, whatever, but in general, producing more content for YouTube, maybe on other platform like LinkedIn, publish some LinkedIn article, maybe try to get some guest posts on other websites. I think all this will be interesting. And for this, I think in terms of producing more content, you need to analyze something that's called query fanout. We did a detailed video about this, but basically the principle of query fanout is very simple. When an AI like ChatGPT has to search online, what they do is searching queries like a human could do. And basically they just search this query and you can get this query. You can see it on query.co, of course, my tool. It's very simple to do it. Basically, whatever brands you have, you will see it directly here in the search intelligence tab. So for example, for Figma, we can see that some of the top search query are the following, like popular online design tools 2025. And something we have seen is that 25% of the time when an LLM has to search online, it will add the year or geographical indication. So you should really optimize your content to be fresh, to be updated with the right keyword. So have the 2026 in this meta title and all of this data, and have fresh content as much as possible. So really give a look at this query fanout. If you want, you can have a look at the video we did about the subject, and we will move to step number 3 to grow your organic traffic in 2026 is to use what I call multi-channel SEO. So SEO is not an omni-channel anymore. It's not only traffic from Google, but it's also organic traffic from other websites, from Reddit. Try to investigate Reddit, to participate to conversations. I think there's a big potential there. I also added Pinterest. We tend to forget Pinterest a lot, but I think Pinterest is interesting. YouTube is another interesting channel. I will give you my detailed playbook for a brand to be present on YouTube in the step number 6 a bit later in the video. I didn't write here, but you also have Wikipedia. But please note that it's very hard to get presence on Wikipedia. But if you already have a presence, if you are a strong brand, try to get more presence in there. Try to double check the information to make sure that all the information that are present there are the right information. Same thing here, I didn't add in multi-channel SEO, LinkedIn. There's something, you know, that in LinkedIn, you can post article, you can post content, and all this content get indexed by Google, by OpenAI. OpenAI, as we know, a part of OpenAI belongs to Microsoft, and LinkedIn also belongs to Microsoft. So maybe there's something interesting to do in there. And for sure, if you publish content, articles on LinkedIn, you can rank well on Google, you can take position on Google, and you can get all this content indexed by those LLMs. So this is step number 3, really go for multi-channel SEO. Forget the old way, try to be as present as possible in all those different platforms. Step number 4 to grow your organic traffic is really to grow your brand presence online. Because today, it's not about searching a keyword anymore. It's about asking questions. And when you ask question to an LLM, you will get an answer. And if your brand is present among this answer, obviously, after that, you will get more traffic. So it's really the brand is coming back to SEO, whereas before the brand was maybe a bit less important. So keep in mind that this is very important. Try to be, for this, there's some very simple way. The first thing is to be present in all articles from your industry. Whenever someone is saying that what is the best design tool, what is the best football shoe, whatever, try to be present on those articles with your brand. And if you need, maybe sometimes you will have to pay for the presence, maybe sometimes you will have to exchange something. This is how the web works, but really try to be present everywhere. And same thing, try to be present in on podcasts of your industry. If you have someone in your team, if you can hire someone that will really try to do in the development world, in the technical world, there is a job that is called developer evangelist. Well, you need a brand evangelist in your team. And this is a new, I think, position that will emerge. And that is very important. If you can be this person, just go for it. This is actually the case for me and Query. I'm the brand evangelist, but really try to be present everywhere. And this is why there is a very good tool for that. And this tool is YouTube as a growth lever. The good thing for YouTube is that it has an entry barrier. So if you're able to publish one video a week on YouTube, you have a strong chance that there are very few brands that will be able to do the same. And the second thing with YouTube is that you are creating a relationship. For example, you watch this video, you can contact me on LinkedIn, you know me already, you know the way I behave, and we are creating a relationship. And this relationship, the stronger it gets, the better it is for your brand. And this is why also at Query, we try to work so much on this YouTube channel. And by the way, there's a very simple way to develop a YouTube channel. It's podcast. You can easily record podcast with a tool like Riverside. And if you record podcast, it's not dependent on your video anymore, but it's the person you invite. You can easily talk to them. And then you can just publish this video on YouTube. This kind of video, this kind of podcast, they have a very long watch time and YouTube loves that. And finally, step number 6 is to make LLMs your number one salesman or saleswoman. So for this, you need to make sure that on your website, you have pages that describe what you do so that LLMs like ChatGPT can understand precisely what you do and what you sell. Second thing is you need to be present in all articles around the web. And last thing, be present on all the sources used by LLM. And for this, you can simply use Query. You enter your brand, and from that, you can directly see what are the most used brands. I'm looking at Nike.com, and I can see the sources that were the most used. Actually, Reddit was used a lot with 325 pages. So if you are in this industry, try to be present on YouTube. And same thing, you see, I see Run Repeat, Runner's World, YouTube. And if I click, for example, on Runner's World, I can see if this domain is available in a marketplace to buy a link from this domain. And I can also see all the pages that are popular, and I can see if I'm mentioned on the page or not. That's it for the video. Let's get organic traffic. Don't forget to subscribe and leave it a comment if you agree with my strategy and my playbook. Talk soon. Bye-bye.